So we've had a question about assessment of radial and ulnar collateral ligaments of the thumb. So we're just going to run through how we assess those ligaments. Now the ligaments, they don't run parallel the joint and the bones, they actually run at an oblique 30-degree orientation. So we can't be flat and straight, we want to have some obliquity, so about 30 degrees. And what we can see is once we oblique it, we can get those fibres running nice and long and parallel to each other. So that's our radial collateral ligament just running through here. Now over the top of that ligament is a little aponeurosis, and this is our adductor pollicus brevis aponeurosis. We come down, we can see it coming into the muscle belly there, coming back up and over the top of that ligament, extending up into our extensor hood. Now this aponeurosis is quite a bit broader than what we have on the other side over the ulnar collateral ligament. We don't see our Stenner's lesions as commonly on this side, but we do see little tears and the occasional Stenner lesion with the ligament balled up proximal to that aponeurosis. So we'll bring another hand out. When we check our ulnar collateral, what we like to do is we like to have the patient with a pretty neutral position. And what we find is when we just rest our probe into that little groove, we're going to be about 30 degrees. And as you can see, just resting it in naturally brings me into that 30-degree angle, and we can nicely appreciate our ulnar collateral ligament through here. And this one we're able to just appreciate our aponeurosis with a little wiggle of the finger, and you can see that rolling over the top there. And you can see there's not quite as much coverage, just relax it down, just as much coverage of that aponeurosis over this ligament here. What we find is this is a bit easier to get Stenners, and obviously it's going to be a little bit easier to wrench a thumb outwards than it is the other way, so we're a bit more commonly going to see them on this side, our Stenners. But that's a simple way of assessing both those collateral ligaments. We're always assessing that proximal distal attachment for any tears there. Thanks.